to get questions answered, to get questions answered in real time, join the Discord for free. Link is in the description. Otherwise, I will answer questions at the end of the stream. Hey, what up, Maxwell? Okay, so we're still pushing down here. Let's get ready for the opening here. We're pretty close to the closing price there. Let's go ahead and... Looks like that was it. This broadening formation here is stressing me out because it's very clear that that's a broadening formation there. Right here. Very clear broadening formation. I'm not sure if we've hit the downside. Yeah, we just almost hit the downside there, so we'll have to watch that. And then go to 10 minute, take a look, see here. So when I'm trading the opening, I'm always like looking for like, okay, where do I think price is like? Is it bullish or is it bearish? Is it likely to go up or down? So let's go ahead and get the gaps on our chart. I accidentally deleted them earlier. Okay, so this filled that gap in there, and then we still have an open gap to the downside here. Then we still have this gap to the upside as well. So I hate when we're trapped between two gaps. Kind of makes it a pain in the ass. So filled most of it yesterday. It is not quite all of it. And then, yeah, so this gap's here's open. So we gapped up, it pushed down, and then up. So yesterday we bounced right off the high of that there. Let's go to the hour here and see. Oops. Okay. So it looks like that also tapped into that balance area there. Kind of tricky here. I think there's downside price action incoming, but it's hard to say right now. I definitely like that area that's down there. I think that's the area I'll be targeting this morning, which is this area right here. So you had like this move down, V-shaped recovery. This is like the only balance area right there. Oops. From that high to that low. We'll have to drop down and make sure that that's correct. Yep. Very nice little balance area there. So let's go ahead and put that on our chart, and then we'll look for price to go down there. So where's the first pullback of this sit up? Isn't a clear one. Actually, there's really not a clear, maybe right there. The rest of that's already been redelivered pretty well. We had that area there, but I think it's already been tapped into. Yeah, it's starting to curl up here. Okie dokie, I'm gonna have to exit this. I don't want to give all that back. Put my stop, I guess, right there. So I like this area for like a spike up and see if we can reject that area. And there still is like, I like how the structure is lower. I like that. That's gorgeous. We've had multiple 80% retracements here that were beautiful. So yeah, that one there, and then this one here. Beautiful. Beautiful market structure down. So we had a new low made. So if we can come up and do that same thing here and give us an entry, a low risk, high reward entry in this area up here, I'd definitely be down for that. What do you mean? We'll have to, I haven't looked at ES yet. We'll have to look. What do you mean yeah, fuck it. I'm bugged out. What do you mean? Yeah, ES is already redelivered down here, correct, yeah. But ES also has this area open that NQ doesn't. So, yeah, let's just make it tricky, dude. I think ES redelivered there. So this would be the next viable area here. What do you mean, CJ? I'm bugged out. And ES is kind of heavy here. I don't know why it's not retracing with NQ here. Ooh, I'm doing my analysis on MNQ. Fuck. Well, shit. I should probably just exit this trade right now. Well, let's use one time framing, I guess. I didn't realize, like, not yet. Okay, nice drop there. Good call, bro. You got good analysis skills reasons. You definitely got good analysis skill. All right, so that area's been clipped. ES looks really heavy here. So I'll just use one time framing here, and then as soon as it stops one time framing, I'll close. Let's go to NQ here. Okay, so all my gaps and shit are still on here. Okay. Okay. We have that area there. 28 after. So we're looking for price to push back up, come back up into there. I think that's what I'm gonna look for. But it might just drop down into this area right here. And we also have the next one, then we have the gap. It looks like we're going, where's the midnight opening though? Okay, so we got the midnight opening there. I think that might count. It's pretty close to 530. So it might, that might be good. We'll see though. Looks like ES, I mean NQ there overshot that little bounce area. Hey, yeah. All right, guys, so we're about to open here. I'll probably just close this out and then switch accounts here. If I had more drawdown, I'd keep trading it, but I literally have $100 of drawdown left, and then I have to and then it's blown, so ES obviously needs to come down into here. All right, here we go, guys. Let's see what happens. Savage. That's what I thought. All right, I'm gonna switch accounts here. Get ready to enter in short here. ES is midnight. Oh, that's right. ES is acting weird. Super weird. So we tapped into that doji there. See if we can push up into there. Into this balance area right here. Yeah, so ES was making 850. It's definitely weird. Oh, I'm on the 10-minute. That's why it looks so different. All right, so ES actually tapped into that area. That's the same area there. No. I hate when they're like this. It makes it so difficult to trade. There we go. This is MNQ, damn it. So we got a SMC soup here, it looks like. And you see that double top, that's that high right there. ES is redelivered. And I still don't know how to get in short here. We got a broadening formation there. Tricky, tricky, tricky. There's just no real trend. I guess you could use this as your trend line for the SMC soup. All right, I'm gonna go short here, guys. As it rejects this green candle here. Stop will have to be above like this little area there. Hopefully this broadening formation doesn't continue here. All right, we got ES on the low of the... I don't know why it's not... ES doesn't crash down here. Okay. Gotta watch this broadening formation here. I'll go ahead and take one off right there. Lock it in, boys. Lock it in. All right. SMC soup for the win again. Ba-pow just keeps working. Ba-pow, ba-pow. CJ's grumpy today. Fuck with you, CJ. I don't know, dude. Why? I think, yeah, I'm not sure, brother. All right, beautiful move down there. So price is coming down into this area down here. I wish I would have took this on my funded account because it's not a bad trade. It was just it was pretty risky there though. So we're one time framing down. Yeah, I don't know why. Alexis explains it up here why. But a lot of people have the same issue. I'm not really sure. It's not my fault. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong, so. All right, there we go, guys. Beautiful. Fuck with it, bruh. What's up? Told you guys. What's up? It's not all talk, guys. Still one time framing, no reason to exit yet. We do have ES redelivering into this area here. Ah, I missed it. I was going to enter right there. You had one support. I mean, flip there, and I missed the entry there. All right. Fuck it. Back to the here. All right, there we go, guys. Target just about hit there. We'll let it one time frame, though. Beautiful trade, right? Bam. Called it. Should have put it in the micro. I should have just put on a micros trade there, dude. That would have been enough to get me out of the... All right, so I'm over the $1,500 mark there. There's no point continuing to short this here. I'll just leave it on just for the sakes of it, just to show how to manage it for you guys. All right, coming into that balance area there that I identified. Right here. Make sure we have it correct. Which I did not have it correct. I kind of sloppily put it on there. All right, there's half back to balance to the fucking tick. To the tick. The level of precision we're dealing with here is way more than anyone else. And then just push through it, so that's validation. That's probably going to go lower here. Fuck. I only have $200 more to spend, and then 150. And they give me the free accounts. I just don't know if the free accounts, I don't think they'll show up immediately. So price is still one time framing, guys. Just let it go. It's one time framing down. Is waves in here? Told you, bro. I told you, dude. This was gonna happen. I told him last night. Oh, fuck around and find out, guys. Like, what's up? Banger, bruh. Let that shit one time frame. All right, there it is. I'm out right there. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Alrighty, guys. Any questions? That's it for me. One and done. Hold on, let me I'll just do it on my phone. It's gonna expose my numbers. All right, so we are near this low here. It's obvious to me that we're gonna probably push below that low there. We have this gap right here. And then this area down here is probably where we're gonna go. I don't know if it will do it today though. We're already way down, but you definitely have a start of a really nice start to a possible trend day down. ES kind of lacking here. Just got to that balance area identified there. So I didn't have it marked off right. Let's get that correct. There we go. Hey. Yeah, you called it, bro. Yes, sir. Once you get used to it, guys, it's not really that hard to identify where these areas, but SMC soup for the win. I'm going to show ICT this again. Just keep blasting in his face. This is kind of a bad example of it, but not that bad. You had equal highs up here. You just have to drop down. So ICT traders saw the double top here and probably rushed in long, thinking it was going to attack the equal highs. But maybe targeting the midnight opening above that. And then they get blasted. Again? I got his attention, I guess, bro. I don't know. It's weird. He's talking more shit? What'd he say? What could he possibly say, bro? What do you mean? Like, I don't want to give away anything. But what do you mean? What could he? I just don't. What could he possibly say, bro? Oh, he's calling me out in his shit.
Down, take the liquidity out below there, and then this.
Hold on, let me
right
put my
there,
headphones on.
below, down, take the liquidity out below there, and then this right there. That is your inversion fair value gap. These young men.
Is he
Guy comes
streaming
on
right now, bro?
X, starts taking shots at my students, saying he's got a model that's victimizing ICT traders. You got to learn how I trade first before you can start using my name to draw people's
Bitch, I already
crowd.
learned your shit,
But
dude. I'm gonna
this
go
is an
at
A
this
plus
dude
setup
so hard.
because you have several things here. You have liquidity that's
What a lame. Yeah, he's definitely talking about me. No, there's no doubt about that. So did he please tell me he thought price was going higher, please? Did he think price was going higher? Cause that's like 1v1, bro. 1-on-1. I'm gonna clip this when we're done. Smoked. Okay, yeah, good. He does both sides. All right, so we're having a continuation down there. Let me. I don't really want to. There's no setup here. I really want to take in my. I don't think I have very much drawdown left here. $77. Yeah, maybe if we get a pullback here, I'll attempt it, but it would need to be a decent pullback. ES violating that area there. Yeah, what ICT doesn't realize is I did learn. I know his concepts like better than most people do, dude. Like most really, really deep ICT traders. So, he's tripping about that. Okay, so this last little area here is like last area defense for this, which we are getting a bounce there. Ooh, very tempting, but we have half back right there. And we pushed up one support, flipped into resistance there. Very tempting, but right now we're at like the 45 minute mark. What's likely to happen is some kind of consolidation usually. So I'll probably just wait. It's unfortunate I didn't take it in that account, but it is what it is. And continuation, damn, this is like they're just getting, the longs are just getting blasted here. This gap is definitely where price is seeking. ES will be the, ES is still lacking, so we do have a double bottom right there with ES. Be interesting to see here. But this area down here for ES is like needs to be redelivered. We're already down. Oh, we're not down that much percentage wise. It looks like we're down a lot, but percentage wise we're not. Yeah, this area is just that's not acceptable. Especially to that high right there. I think that's an easy target for ES. All right, we're almost to the gap here. Usually they'll pull up. Let's find the high right before the gap. Oh, there isn't one. What's this? What's that? Why is there a gap there? Oh, it's just trading view tripping out for a second, I guess. Um, dig my way. The wrong fucking account, dude. Perfect rejection. We're still one time framing down on a higher time frame, so let's see if I can get out of this. Once I get back to like a couple $100, then I can start putting on multiple micros. There we go. Alright, so now we're in the gap. Yeah, ES still seeking this area here. We're getting pretty extended though. Well, I'm not sure what that is there. I don't know. I just think it might be a random. I think that might be a coincidence. I don't know though. That's kind of a weird coincidence that it was perfect. It must be, right? Yeah, I think that's just a coincidence that that was there. Alright, so we went into the gap a little bit, rejected it, now we're pulling back, doing these 80% retracements here. Probably is trying to pull up to this area up here. Ah, I should have cut that. Okay. So I like this balance area. I don't really like how it responded to the gap there, but I think it's now or never. Blasted the gap there. This counts toast. It's done. This is like the last trade. If it doesn't work, it's just, it is what it is. Sick of fucking with it. I've been like battling, trying to get my way out of it. I've had it back a couple $100, then back down, a couple $100, back down, just getting frustrated with it. And it works here, it's done. Whew. Then like 50 cents there, it's toast. It is what it is. So you have one support flipping into resistance here probably. Kind of doing a V-shape ass recovery here. Let's look at the 3 minutes and where we're at. Savage ass reversal off that gap there. Which we didn't get down to, you would think that high there would have caused a bounce. I don't think we even got down there. It's kind of interesting. It looks like it bounced off that high right there. Yeah, there goes that account. Tis what it is. It got me by like 50 cents. Isn't that just the way it goes, guys? Like by 50 cents or something like that. Always seems to be the way it works out. You guys ever experience that too, where it's just like, right next to your stop, and it almost seems like it's like corrupt or something. Obviously, it's not, but it seems like it sometimes. What I think I'm gonna do here is get this. Go ahead and get another account and take profit trader. But you guys have any questions? I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. Unless you guys have some questions that you all want answered. Yeah, seriously, what a sell up. Yeah, Eric called that shit like way earlier in the week. Very good call out. Yeah, I talked about it last night. So it's just if you look at the daily chart, like yesterday, we hit the very last balance area. There it goes lower. Yeah, that is about a bitch right there. That is literally. I should have been more patient. It is what it is. Yeah, if we go to the daily chart here, like we tapped into this daily balance area, which is the last area of price up there. Tapped into it, I think, and then that sends it lower. We had a nice cracking correlation, and then once we started filling gaps to the downside. So yesterday was the first time that like price rejected lower to fill a gap. Like yesterday, if you go back here, so we had that RTH gap right here. That was up when yesterday was like the first day, like at the end of the day, they had we cracked down there to fill the gap because we had left it open when we popped back up. So yesterday was like the first day that we actually like went and it like, how do I explain this? So it was very intentional to fill the gap. So whenever you have like that flip, because usually when we're going up, we're creating bullish gaps and they're not filling all the way, like partial fills. So then the fact that we had one yesterday where it was like, yeah, see how they'll leave them open on the way up, and then on the way down they'll leave them open on the way down, open on the way up, open on the way down, and then once we kind of flip, then he goes into the mode of filling the downside gaps, which we're seeing here today, which price is obviously pretty intentional about filling. What indicators do you have in the queue? What do you mean the queue? Like what indicators do I have on my chart? Just the one, bro. Just this one. Oh, and then the power 3 indicator. Won't drop down. What do you mean? Oh, in here? In this? I don't know. Hundreds of them, dude. Oh, random ass indicators I was looking at. The boxes and then the watermark shit. Nothing major though. It's just shit. Sometimes I look at indicators to see what's up with them. I think there's a supply and demand one here that's kind of interesting. That I was looking at. This one's kind of interesting because it shows the total supply and total demand, and from what I've seen, it's accurate. Like when price is going up, this number, the total demand's bigger than the total of supply, but the zones suck. The zones are off, constantly off. Not off. I wouldn't say they're off. They're just not very accurate. Like price doesn't really seem to care about them very much. You can completely remove the table from the power 3 indicator by going to the tab. Oh, they changed that? You used to not be able to. Ah, that's dope. Good looking out. Yeah, it's a really good indicator. This is a good indicator. Because it'll remind you what's going on in a higher time frame. But that supply and demand one sucks. I had another supply and demand one that I can't find. I can't find it again, which one it was. That was pretty decent for telling you like the pretty much what that other one did. It showed the little box down there that showed the total supply and total selling, but I can't figure out which one it is. All right, I only need $30 more for this on on this to get the two free funded accounts. So we'll see if they give them to me right now. Let's see. I don't think they will, but let's see if they do. It'll be interesting. Let me go ahead and reset one more account here. I don't think it's instantaneous. I think it will take until their dashboard updates for me to get them. It's worth it. I don't know. I think last night we were talking about this on stream. It was like $500 or something. It's a $3,000 value. So, all right, let's see. Okay, so I hit it. So bam, 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 bam. Yeah, I'm not sure how that would work. Well, I should have a free 150K reset. Yeah. Oh shit, it's in there already, dude. That's sick. I didn't think it'd be that fast. So they gave me a 350, so that's a $1,500 value. And then what about the pro account there? Yeah, it's supposed to be 100. I wonder how I get that. I guess I'll send an email or something. Oh, right here. Sick. That's amazing. Yeah, so if you guys use Take Profit Trader or Eric didn't even realize Eric was like, oh, yeah, 150K account. So make sure you guys check this out. Because if you go to your reward tab here, you get different rewards like and they build up. So now I'll go back to my credit bank and then do your credits. Activate free 150K pro account. And now, voila, sucks the gaps filled. Really sucks. Because I could have caught that all the way down. I fucking love Take Profit Trader for this type of shit. They're such a good company. Alright, so I'm back. Back to it, and I got a reset here, so definitely worth it. It just sucks we filled the gap already, so. Isn't that dope, bro? Your mic is that better? Should be. Yeah, I can hear it in my headphones is better. All right, so we went through the gap. It's going, next stop is here. Yeah, so you see this area right here, unacceptable. Very unacceptable. So this high here would be the first stop, and then you know, probably inside of there, it's already almost there. Yeah, so that shit there is unacceptable. I'm not gonna chase it here though. Unacceptable how? Because unfair delivery on the way up. Remember, it's all about fairness. So if you have a move like this, this unacceptable. If you can put a line through the from a high to a low, if you can put a line in between that area, it will be redelivered. So like put multiple lines in there. Like right here, for example, you see like you had a low and then there was a little gap there. So then they fill it in. I think there's even another gap down there. Fuck, I wish I would have caught this. What do you mean? What do I see? Like on the delivery that makes it unfair? I get what you're saying. I got you. So if we look here, like watch as this bangs up here. Like, see how it's unfair there? Like there's areas like right here, it's unfair. People don't get a chance to participate. Bam, 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 bam. Actually, it's not that bad. It's just on the higher time frames it is. It's not on the lower time frame, it's not as bad as I thought. But as you see, the market's clearly going there. Like it's no doubt about that. And that's an open loop on any other time frame. So, and then beyond that, I think there's other gaps there. Where else were they calling these? Nowhere, bro. Nowhere. They had no idea. I'm sure of that. And then you have another little open gap here. So I wonder with Take Profit Trader if I should just reset one of those and I could have 250K accounts at the same time, but I don't think that really will do me any good. Tempted to trade it right now, but I won't. Yeah, will you give me 1 second, bro? Let me get something to drink. I've got cotton mouth. All right, 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Accidentally clicked off the chart there. Yeah. Yeah, that I do, yeah. It's clear as day that we were going to have a big downside move. Last night I was talking about this. Okay. So target hit right there. Now it's like, do we try to go with the upside move here? With that loop being closed there. Yeah, that too, Eric. That too, yeah, I forgot about that. So last night when we were doing this stream, I had talked about how many bullish days in a row we had up. Beautiful to the tick touch there, that level I outlined there. All right. So if you look, there's not very many areas. Yeah, loop closed there. So what's happening here is that if you look on any time frame, there's not very many areas that you can put a line between a single line between a high and a low, right? So there's one right there, and what's price immediately do? Fixes it. Not just that one, but it fixed the lower one too. Just about, almost. So anywhere that you can put a line between a high and a low, like price will come back to. So right here, you could have done that, right? You could put a line between that high and that low. Bam, fixes it. And this is just it's what I mean by the requirement of buying and selling in every single price point, all of the prices. Every single number you see on here, there needs to be buyers and sellers at 910, 9105, 9111, 9115. There needs to be both buying and selling at every single price point. And if there's not, if it's only just buying at one side of it, that's how you can know where price is going to go. It's pretty easy to identify. All right, so we had a strong high break there. We get a deeper retracement here. I wouldn't mind trying to go long here.
Let's get some of these lines, this shit up our chart.
Does that make sense to you, bro? This could be a possible downside area. Yeah, so we had the stage one there. We didn't have the second phase of delivery on that. We broke that trend line too there. ES overshot that area, went to this high, actually all the way down there. There's a lot of momentum to the downside here. So like going long in any situation here is probably kind of risky without some kind of structure being built. There's no cracking correlation on the lower time frame either.
We obviously got a higher time frame cracking correlation, I think, but
Not on the lower time frames yet. Ugh. Let's see here. Oh yeah. No, they're actually back even. That's crazy. So ES caught up with NQ there. This goes lower, I think, still. We did not. We don't have a cracking correlation or anything like that. I think we're just probably pull back to the trend line or something. There's no setup though. Like you either stayed in, you know, and let it one time frame on a 3 minute. Looks like it one time frame the whole way down on a 3 minute. You obviously had that push up there, but no close above the previous candle's high all the way. Still no close above the previous candle's high. So the reason I just went short there is just looking at the one time framing on the 3 minute. Like it's still one time framing down on the 3 minute here. So I'm just betting that price is going to keep one time framing here. The trailing drawdown is active, so I need to keep that in mind here. ES, there we have the Kraken correlation. ES just made a new low. We'll take one off right there. So ES just made a new low there. NQ did not. So that's the beginning of a reversal possibly happening here. That's the first step, right? The first step is usually the Kraken. First step is the redelivery. And after the redelivery, you have the Kraken correlation. And then you'll see a strong high broken on, you know, and then one time framing ends, then the strong high break, and then a failure swing, and then the reversal. So it's a multi-step process if you think about it like that. Strong high break. And then we had a failure swing here, so oops. It put me in long. I didn't mean to do it. I forgot I had it on, but it's just geeking up so hard. So did we have another Kraken correlation there? No. That's the SI. That's a bullish SIR model right there. You had the strong high break. Then you had the 80% retracement. It's just a bullish version of it. Oh, we didn't get the Kraken correlation, actually. I thought we did. We didn't there. ES didn't take that out. But I'm going to wait for price to... if it comes up into here, I'll try fading it, but... it's highly risky just to shoot short shots at the low here. All right, guys. Any questions? I'm going to wrap it up there. My voice is starting to get all fucked up. And we're starting to consolidate a little bit, so. Shoot it, bro. And I'm trying to break the habit of doing this on stream. So I always catch like the first really good move. And then I end up giving back my profits by staying on stream. Do you see any more highs and lows with the line? You're gonna have to be, with your questions, can you be like a little bit more specific? Like type it out a little bit more. Do you mean, do I see any more highs and lows that we could go to? Like, are you meaning like any like areas of interest? Lower? Let's check. Yeah, there's a lot of areas. I think we need to go look at the gaps it's here. That gap got filled. There's still another one lower, but yeah, all these areas lower need to be filled. I don't. Damn. Okay. Guess I should have kept on that short. There's this area down here. It's crazy to think that this was only last week was here. We opened up last week here. It seems like that's so far away, but it's really not. And then we have, there are a lot of areas, dude. Like we were talking about this last night, how many areas that need to be redelivered lower. So we're coming into this area here, but we obviously have so many areas lower. A lot of gaps too. Yeah, so price is filling gaps to the downside. So you just find the gaps and that will lead you to your next area. There's one right there. Gap to gap it. And then there's one down here. It's still open. Hey, what up, bro? What up, Zero? How you doing, homie? All right, here I missed it, but I was gonna say here I don't really mind entering in short because it's once support flipped into resistance there. That was a good entry there. Anytime you have a new low that's created, though, you have a chance of an 80% retracement. Always keep that in mind if you're shorting at the low. Like, always keep that in mind that there's a good chance that you could see a 80% retracement. It's just how price works. Anytime a new low is created, a lot of times you get that deeper retracement. So that's why I got my finger on the trigger here, just in case it tries to pull up. We're almost to target there. The high of that there would be the next target. ES, I don't really have it marked off. I should. So the next spot for ES is quite a ways away. I guess it's not that far. It looks far, but it's really not. See how the price action's getting, like, it's not necessarily the same as it was. Like, we had to move down, then you had like this big move. A measured move would probably be a good way to do this here, from this low to here, and then see where this one lines up with, and see if you can identify, is there anything in that area. So you put a line right there and then look to see to the left. It's a good way to find targets. So that would be like somewhere in this area here. Okay, so we had maybe a backwards fill it from the downside style. So let's put a line on this right here, because that's kind of suspect right there. So price gap down and then pulled up, but it never really came back down into this area here. And then we have this super suspect area down here, super sus. And then obviously to right here too. Yeah, super suspect. All right, I don't think I put a stop in. And we should get the continuation down here. We have the redelivery right to the low of that doji perfectly there. Very beautiful. At some point, though, we are going to get a higher time frame like pull up that is going to target these areas up here. So there's half back to balance of that little area outlined there. Starting to one time frame up on the lower time frames here, though. Still sour about yesterday. Trader Bay went down. Oof. Did they give it back to you, though? On the 4 hour, this would be undelivered zone. Yeah. Well, no. You don't have it marked out right, but I'm sure on a lower time frame, it's, yeah. I'm sure you have it right. All right, here we go, guys. So I can't really scale out until it goes there because I was willing to risk up to there. I don't like that at all. You probably see that doji there. That doji there is probably what it's going for. Or it could be trying to redeliver up to there. Savage reversal there. I was trying to give it some room. I think I gave it probably too much room on that one. Let's see where it bounced at here. Here, hold on. All right, take one off right there. So I made up for that loss just about. And that push down there. Middle of nowhere. All right, that's good. It redelivered half back perfectly to that doji there. So that doji, there's balance, right? Because both buyers and sellers bought and sold there. And then we had this really dramatic drop, right? That happened. So they brought it right back to there, which is, it's starting to lose its bearishness here. Like that is not very bullish. The fact that we redelivered all the way back up, starting to lose some of its bearishness. Doesn't mean it doesn't keep going down, but when you have an area like this above, like this, is very unacceptable, right? Like that's not fair. So if they don't have plans on bringing it back here anytime soon, they'll just redeliver it right now. Which it looks like that's probably what's going to happen here. We'll see though. We broke the trend line down, I think, too. Yeah, I'm going to cut it there. It'd be cool if we got like a cracking correlation here on the upside or something, but I don't know. It's tough to short it when you have something like that right there. This is our strong high though, so kind of makes sense why it's having trouble breaking it on the first attempt. One time frame is definitely ended on the 3-minute here. Very tricky. You can't. CJ still can't hear. Still can't hear, bro? Question mark. Make sure you're not logged in both your computer and your phone. Remember someone had the issue yesterday and that was the fix? That's why he wasn't answering my questions earlier. That makes sense. So we just had a little low time frame, strong low break there. So let's see if we get the SIRL model here. Let's see if it rejects here. We'll have to drop down like the 15-second to do it though. All right, that's one time framing up through it. That's why I always drop down and wait for one time framing to end. It looks like it's trying to redeliver this shit up here to me. Unless we get like a cracking correlation here. If we get a cracking correlation like a SMC soup or something. You can look at the previous retracements and kind of see like how they were. And see if there's anything like similar. So that was your strong high. It did test it here in the same kind of manner, really deep test of it, and then it didn't break. So I think that's maybe what's going on here. It's almost identical, just on a different time frame. Let's go and try it here. No clean rejection of that strong high there. This is your last strong high. We'll just put a stop. Gotta make sure I put that in so I don't get off sides. And then see if we can't get like a measured move down here. It's really volatile. The volatility is spiked hella right here. All right, so I believe there's like a really low time frame balance area here. You got to watch out for it. Make sure it doesn't bounce there. ES leading to the downside here, but still don't have a cracking correlation on to the downside here. So it's another reason why I'm willing to go short here. If we had a cracking correlation, I would definitely not be looking to go short. But because we don't have that yet, I think it's pretty good odds. So there we go. I'll go ahead and take one of these off here. Lock it in. Then we can let this run on like a 3-minute one time framing or something. 2-minute maybe. Let it just expand down. Could move your stop to break even at this point as well. Just to guarantee that $900 in profit. So give it back. Yeah, big W on that trade. Really big W. Took a couple cracks. It took 3 cracks at it. That's the only issue. But as long as we get continuation, it will be worth it here. And I don't have to worry about the trailing drawdown right now. It's not active. I'm in drawdown, so. You guys see what I did there? I looked at we did this same thing last night. You guys see hopefully you see a pattern in what I do. So I look on different time frames. I look at reversals and I'm like, okay, so the previous reversal did the same behavior, right? Same exact behavior. It came back up, tested this high, but it didn't break it. Rejected there. And I just understand that that's the same thing taking place here as here. It's just a different time frame. So these same patterns, these reversal patterns, will exist on multiple time frames. So just because this one's on a 30-second doesn't mean that this one that's happening on a 3-minute won't behave the same, because it will behave the same. It just takes a second. It's just different. All right, so we have a cracking correlation there. I'm sure they'll make it right, dude. They always do. If you guys put your DM me, and give me your guys' email, and I'll hit up that dude and tell him to help you guys out. They got to get rid of that chat function for everybody, dude. Because people will ask the dumbest fucking questions, dude. Like, stuff that takes 1 minute to look in the FAQ section. Like, how many days do I have to trade the evaluation for? They're hitting up support, asking support that question because they make it too easy, dude. They need to make it like Apex, where it's kind of a pain in the ass to ask support for help. That way we avoid this, like, because they can't help you if there's people asking stupid ass questions all day. Did you? Nice, yeah, but they still need to fix that, dude, or hire more people to do the support, because it is super annoying. But people ask dumbass questions that because they're lazy instead, which is weird, because to type in a chat box, I only hit up support if it's like the very last thing. If I've already went through the FAQ sections, I already asked AI, I've already tried to figure it out on my own, then I'll ask. But I guess if they make it so easy that anybody, you can just go, hey, I'll just ask support, how many days do I have to trade, or am I over my consistency? You know, like these questions that are clearly stated in the FAQ. All right, nice continuation down here, guys. Nice trade here. Unfortunately, I took that fat ass fucking loss, so kind of a waste, honestly, but it is what it is. If I went and took that big ass loss, it'd be a lot better. I didn't think it was going to push up that fast. Kind of got a little cocky. All right, so we have a new low, right? New low. So there's always a chance here, especially as we're coming into the top of a balance area, that price could bounce here. Let's see what balance area this is. Yeah, that's this high right here. Still definitely need to come into the halfback area. Almost back to break even here. And we'll just let it one time frame, guys. Just let it rip. Probably a measured move down here. There we go. Back into profit here. Can't fuck with it, guys. You can't fuck with what we're doing. And those mistakes are my fault. That's not my fault to my models or my strategies. That's not their fault, right? This is my stupidity. It's got nothing to do with the models or strategies. The models or strategies work fucking great. All right, so there's half back to balance to the tick there. So I'll go ahead and cut this at the break of one time framing here. Just because that's like to the tick there. I do think we still get a measured move probably, but if that to the tick like that there, not good. Give it 5 seconds above the previous candle's high. That's so weird. Yeah, Alexis, are you still on here? We got to figure that out so we can help these dudes. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I always give it 5 seconds and make sure it stays above the previous candle's high for more than 5 seconds in a row. So just above there for a second, but you have a low time frame balance area it tapped into right there. And that way I can still get the continuation if it's going to keep going down. Finger on the trigger though. Really want to close back down below that. If it closes above there, I'll cut it. But we want it to stay. There we go. Nice continuation move. That's one time frame mean for the win, folks. For the win. I wonder what you did to change it, Beans. That's super weird, dude. And why is it only in my Discord? Like, why is it not happening? Why is it only happening to people? That's what's weird about it. Like, do I have the settings wrong or something? The settings fucked up or something? Weird. We'll have to Google it or something. All right. Nice continuation, guys. Hopefully you guys caught this move here. It's just risk to reward wise, we're probably a 10R trade here or something like that. It's 6.5R. This is how you win as traders. Like you have to catch big risk reward trades to be successful in trading. I know that these gurus tell you different, but they don't ever fucking trade, bro. Is that the fill of it, Eric? 6925. Yeah, and it's got I think they're trying to fill this from the backside for some reason, bro. All right, so now my trailing drawdown is active again here, so I need to keep that in mind. But I still think we're probably going to get a measured move here like we had here. You can also just take a line here and just go, okay, so price went like that till it bounced. And then put it like that. Same, almost the same area. Nice. Yeah, it's the only way to be profitable as traders, but the problem is that I say it and then you have gurus going right behind me and saying the direct opposites traders all the time. Risk 1-to-1, but they don't actually trade, dude. They're just demo trading, so. All right, so, well, it's not the 1 minute. Let's go back to the 1 minute. So we had another perfect touch there, guys. Another perfect touch. So above the previous candle's high, I'm out. Nice 80, 70% retracement off that low time frame area there. Strong high. Low time frame, strong high. Nowhere that needs to be redelivered up until all the way up here. But remember, at some point, we are going to get this again. Because we broke we have a new low here. There's always a chance for that 80%. Like, don't get caught up. Sometimes I'll get myself caught up like I get too sucked into the lower time frame and forget that, okay, there's actually, an area I need to be concerned about there. ESB and a biatch. There we go. God damn, guys, we were killing it, dude. So I made like 5K on this stream. Switch to the funded account, getting it. So we do have a low time frame cracking correlation there, and the gap has been filled, right? Yeah, post FOMC clinic for real. All right, so we have a cracking correlation. You have a double bottom. That's not a SMC soup because it's only 2 minutes apart, but it still needs to be noted. Yeah, the SIR model. When you went against the SIR model, you faded it? Yeah. Never a good idea, bro. Where did you do that right at the open or something? It's all right, man. It happens, brother. You'll see me make stupid choices all the time, dude. It's part of trading, dude. People like to act like that shit never happens, but they're just liars, dude, because it totally does happen. Like we make choices all day, right? So, like it's really easy to make the wrong one and fuck shit up. It's just as long as you don't do it again and again and again, that's the main thing. Just learn from it, brother. All right, still one time framing down, guys. Still getting back-to-back SIR models here. Now it's like a 10R plus trade. So this all stemmed from a SMC soup trade. How you like them? How you like them apples, ICT? You're probably watching my stream right now. I bet you are on fucking YouTube, you little weirdo. I posted on my Twitter. I wonder, he's probably watching, I bet. There's your SMC soup. Crack. How you like them apples, bruh? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the system works. It's just when it doesn't, it's because I fuck it up. Which if I hadn't taken that big ass loss there, I would be in the heat. So very good, guys. We're cooking. Almost at the measured move here, guys. Like this is the measured move here. Once it gets there, I'm gonna be like really quick to cut it. Any kind of bounce, because my trailing drawdown is active as fuck right now. Still 1 minute, one time framing. It's been one time framing since this high here. The 1 minute, no closes above the previous candle's high. Wicks, but no closes, so it's very powerful. I'm tempted to start adding into this, but it would just suck if I add into it that it like geeks up and then I have to get out and give up the profit. That would suck.
ES 6911. Yeah, almost there, bro. I don't have the gaps on ES. I didn't expect us to get down this far. Yeah, so that's your next area right there. I think it's trying to reverse fill this gap, dude. I've been seeing them do this lately, dude. So these bearish gaps that get pushed up through, it seems like that's what this line right here, this light blue line is. That's the backfill of that gap that lines up with the measured move. I think it's one of these lines. It's that one or that one. Can't remember. Yeah, that's that there. Yeah, that's the dark blue one right there. So that'd be a backfill, that gap right there. Guys, look at that, guys. Killing it, bro. Killing it. Let's go, guys. Yeah, my biggest weakness in trading is me. Always, yeah. It's just as long as you like, we're all gonna make mistakes, right? It happens when you make so many fucking decisions. Like in one trade, you're making like 5 to 10 decisions, like by the end of it, right? So to like make the correct call on every single one of those is very tough. And then especially if you've done like 10 trades, now we're talking 50 decisions. That's a lot of choices to make, man. And you start getting tired. And we're humans, we got emotions, right? Like emotions play into it, greed, fear, all these kind of things play into it. Hot damn, we caught this whole fucking move down, guys. Like right off the bat, we caught like, boom, re-entered. And then, bam, bam, bam. All right, so we're almost there, guys. Still one time framing. No reason to exit it. Let it expand. Catch that 10R trade. Why not? Why don't you deserve to catch a 10R trade? You know, like why does that have to be reserved for like special people or something? I don't get it. Getting close to it here. The closer it gets to here, the more confident I am that that's where it's going. Literally cracking almost 1,000 points here. 2610, yeah, getting there. 26,210. So we have half back, I think, is in this area too. Oh, that's the light blue is the measured move. So this is how you can also use measured move here, guys. Hopefully you see that. You can watch the recording, go back, and see here. Yes, gap filled, seeking 6-9, yeah. Oh, uh-oh, we have a doji. Let's see if we got a cracking correlation here yet. This is a beautiful one time framing though. Fucking gorgeous. ES still one time framing, no cracking correlation yet. Remember that the redelivery first, cracking correlation second, and then should get one last drop here, I think. Finger on the trigger to exit. We don't want to be greedy. We caught a really fucking beautiful move down. We have perfect once support flipped into resistance there. Drop it. 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 ES does have quite a big area to redeliver to up there. All right, so one. Need 5 seconds, consecutive 5 seconds. So, oh, no, there it is. Goes back above that high, I'm gonna exit. ES, one support, flip to resistance there. Bam! Look at that, gorgeous. Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, just don't learn from it, don't make the same mistakes. Like, you saw how last week I was really upset with myself because I made the same mistake back-to-back streams. Like, yeah, it happens, bro. All right, guys. That's it. I'm done. Now you'll be tempted. What you're going to be tempted to do is keep trading, right? But the problem is if you made a bunch of money, this number down here is going to be no, you son of a bitch, shook me out. See, right now I'm already tempted to go back in already. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign out. Already tempted, bro. Already. It's only been 32 seconds. I catch this whole move down. I want to catch just a little. It's not even like in comparison to how much is there. Like, how much is that? Like, so I want to catch another, just a little bit. Yeah. 1/8 of the total move I caught. And I wanted to catch it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Be like, it's an. All right, beautiful, guys. Let me answer any questions on YouTube here. Is it, I think that's old, right? I wish they put the sound on there. All right, do you guys here on YouTube have any questions? You can't see my P&L on YouTube. That's kind of gay. Oh, I have this all messed up. That's why. It's all out of whack. Sorry about that, guys, on YouTube. I didn't realize I had it all out of whack. There we go. Yeah, that's better. All right, so no questions there. You guys have any questions here? The Risk to Riches course? Is that what you mean? Yeah. Yeah, it's made for beginners. It's like from A to Z is what I made it for. So if you don't know anything about what I'm doing, you could come in and that's what I made it for. Because we had a lot of new members back then, and it was like getting exhausting to try to answer all the questions again. Because there's like a main group of people that came up with me. Well, was a main group of people that came up with me, and they all knew it, but then a lot of people were coming in and didn't. So that's why it starts out with candlesticks and works its way all the way through. I won't answer the DM, bro. To be honest with you. Not to be a dick, but I just get a lot of DMs, dude. Quite exhausting. So if you have a question, please ask it right now. That way I can answer it for you. Because it's just too many DMs, dude. Alright, target hit there, guys. Still continuing. If we used the 3-minute one time framing, we would have stayed in. Measured move complete. Motherfucker's getting smoked. Yeah, so if you have a question now, just go ahead and ask, bud, and I'll answer it for you. The problem with the DMs is like I'll answer one question and then it starts becoming like, well, let me ask about price action. It's like I'm on stream every day, so it's just like I had to stop answering all of them. Because it was just, I just don't have time to answer 30 people's questions. Especially when I'm on stream all day. It's just like, you know? Oh, I'm not doing one-on-ones anymore. No, that's came and gone. Yeah, I'm not doing those anymore. Yeah, I offered that during Christmas, but that offer is gone. I would have to charge you so much, dude, that it would be disgusting, dude, so. And honestly, I don't really want to do them. Yeah. Yeah. Live streams and the course. So you have the community here. You can join. You get the live streams, daily live streams, access to ask me anything you want. All the time, yeah. I don't think most people don't need the one-on-one. It's unneeded. And then, what do you mean the info for the course? Isn't really anywhere, dude. It's just included in the, these are probably things I should have out there though. Yeah, it's A through Z. You have homework, PDFs. So each, I guess you could call it class, because I did it live classes, right? So this is a recording of the live classes. So you have the video, the accompanying PDF with the video, and then the homework, and then you turn in your homework here, and I'll review your homework when you're done with it. Then I have a guarantee, or prove me wrong, that I will pay you $500 and refund you any money you paid for the community here if you're not profitable after 30 days of completing the classes and the homework. So you complete the classes and the homework, and in 30 days you're not profitable, I'll refund you everything, and on top of that, pay you $500 if you're not profitable. Yeah, you got the, so like, you got like, it's $65 a month, which is on sale, 40% off right now. So it's, I don't know, $40 a month. And it's daily live streams, the course. It's just such a good offer. It's kind of a crazy offer. So you get the VIP chat, beginner's guide, all the recorded sessions we've done, daily live streams, the course, review of homework, you have PDFs, and yeah, it's just a lot. It's a lot, dude. It's kind of a crazy offer. Let's go. I like that. That's, yeah, super high value, dude. This is still going. This is crazy. It's kind of getting kind of nuts here. It might be heading down to here, guys. Like, it might be like that's the next area there. Yeah, make sure you guys, if you guys, while you guys are here, if like some dude was saying, someone DM'd me, it's like, oh, I'm on module 4, and I was like, but you haven't turned in a lick of homework, so why are you doing it? Yeah, if you don't do the homework that goes with it, you're just wasting your time. Like, just FYI. Like, the homework, you got to do the homework. It's to lock it in. Make sure you learn it. So if you do these, but you're just watching the videos, that does you no good. I mean, it still will do you good, of course, but do the homework, man. Just do. I don't want to get into a rant about it again, but I would just do it because it's there for. I have the guarantee, or not the guarantee. It's really like I just want you to try to prove me wrong, because I know if you do it, that you'll be successful with it. So, let me grab for anybody that wants to join. Let me grab the links and everything, and the discount code. Go back. Oops. Sound not clear, kind of check. Is it good here? Like, you guys are giving me mixed messages with the sound. Ah, damn. Pushing all kinds of buttons on accident. Test, test. It does sound kind of weird. Test. All right, that's better. I don't know why it does that. Hey, let's go. Nice, Jeff. Nice. Way to go. Alrighty, guys. That was a long time ago. What was that? I think the code's still active though. Yeah, that's the code that's active right now. Alrighty, guys. Hopefully you guys learned something. Then you can watch the recording here. It will be right under the section here. It will be in the live recording. You guys can watch it again because I dropped a lot of gems in this one for you guys. So yeah, and at this point you don't want to trade this shit, guys. Like, it could go lower, but we made really good money. No rush. Alrighty, guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and I will see you guys tomorrow or tonight. We'll see what's up. Peace out. Yeah, you're welcome.